What is up, everybody? It's your boy Doorman Tazzi, aka Tazzi. Project Alpha, it's here. Yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead, give you guys a little explanation on everything, and then get into some gameplay. So hope you enjoy. Peace. Alrighty, Vaulty, beautiful sons of love ya. But yeah, Project Alpha is finally here. Project Alpha is finally here, guys. Yes. Now, for y'all who don't know what Project Alpha is, a few of you probably already know because y'all seen the sneak peek and whatnot. But Project Alpha is centered around Zer0's Deathmark skill, Zer0's Boar skill, and mostly his crits. But the most important part is Boar and Deathmark. You can't forget about Deathmark. Oh, and Kunai. Deathmark and Kunai. Yes. Now, if y'all don't know, the last release that Gearbox did for Borderlands 2 was the Fight for Sanctuary. You know, the little DLC. They increased level cap. They added new guns, new missions, all that good stuff. Y'all probably already know because it's been out for a very long time already, probably. But what they didn't tell you, or what you probably didn't notice, is that due to that release, they actually broke a couple of the Vault Hunters' skills that I've heard of. I know Zer0 is one of them. I heard as well, I think Axon was the other, and Gage was the third one that the skills was broken. I've noticed Zer0's skill was broken. The other two, I have friends who play them, and they told me as well that they noticed them doing a lot more damage with certain skills in their trees. Now, with me, I'm a Zer0 main. Y'all know I love Zer0. I'm obsessed with this freaking dude. Like, I haven't touched any other Borderlands 2 Vault Hunter in 9 years. And a lot of people have been trying to make me to do so. So, you know, I might have something in line for y'all. Who knows? I don't know. I don't like cheating on my boy Zer0. You know? I don't like cheating on my boy Zer0. But yeah, so let's get started with this. So if y'all don't know, Zer0, one of his main skills is deception, which let him go invisible. Part of it is increased melee damage up to 650%, but the most important part, sorry, English words, oh my god, is gun damage and critical hit damage. We're gonna utilize those two for our Project Alpha build. And yes, I call this build Project Alpha because it's just insane. So, as you can see, gun damage up to 200% and critical hit damage up to 250% whenever Zer0 launches his decoy. Now, we're gonna utilize the gun damage and the critical damage, and let me explain. Let me save Deathmark and Kunai for the last part. Let me explain this. So, headshot increases critical hit damage by 40%. Now, reason why it says 40% there and not 20% is because of my class mod that I have, and I'll get into that a little later. We're gonna utilize that 40% critical hit damage with the Deathmark. On top of that, you can also use Killer. Killing an enemy increases critical hit damage, but when it comes down to it, most bosses and raid bosses technically don't have ads that you can kill to get this bonus. This is more for like a mobbing type thing. So yeah, that's for mob. Killers for mob. One shot, one kill. First shot fired from a fully loaded magazine deals damage. 120% gun damage. Again, I got extra because of my class mod. All of this is the class mod that's centered more around critical hit damage, but with a certain weapon, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Then we're gonna go into velocity, gun damage, critical hit. As you guys can see, critical hit damage 30%, gun damage 20%. Amazing. And on top of that, bullet speed, faster TTK, time to kill, you know. And next one, we're gonna go with kill confirm. Aiming down your sights grants you increased critical hit damage up to 80%. Now, I believe, yeah, that's stats. The longer you aim down the sight, the greater the bonus. Now, let me show you guys real quick. So, as you can see, at the bottom, above my level bar, you can see the kill confirm proc. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Increase damage. Oh, press pause. So let me see. Boop, boop, boop. Yeah. So increase critical hit damage. The longer you aim in, the more critical hit damage you do. This, I don't touch this because this is centered more for like one-shotting most bosses and raid bosses and things like that. So I'm more than likely not gonna be hip firing because I'm gonna be aiming down the sight to get that kill confirm to proc for more critical hit damage. And then when it comes down to it, if y'all feel, you know, risky, you can go with critical ascension as well. If you're doing some mobbing or you're fighting a boss that have ads, for every kill, for every critical hit you land, you're getting 6% of critical hit damage per stack and 5% of sniper rifle damage per stack. Now that is gonna be lovely when you're trying to one shot in a, I would say in a fashionable reason or something. I don't know words, but like, you know, it's gonna be lit. It's gonna be lit. Let me just say that it's gonna be lit. And then yeah, okay, this, I'll explain this. Bore. So you already know, if you line up your enemies and you shoot the one in front of you, it procs it and it does 100% damage, and it actually stacks. So the more enemies you have that are lined up behind each other, for example, let's say you have 5 lined up behind each other, right? You use the quasar or whatever to line them up. You go ahead and shoot that first one, is gonna do 100% on the second one. The third one's gonna get 200. The fourth one is gonna get 3, and the fifth one is gonna get 4. So it just keeps stacking. It starts at 100% as soon as it hits the second target. It doesn't say it on the card, but guys, like I said, after that Lilith DLC release, they broke a few of their skills, and I already know for a fact 200% that they are not gonna come back to this game and release a patch for this. Only way you can fix this is with the unofficial community patch. Probably. I'm not too positive, but I'm pretty sure you could fix it like that. I don't play the UCP at all. I just play straight vanilla Borderlands 2. That's all. But this is one of the things that broke when they released that DLC, because this was not supposed to stack in the first place. It was not supposed to do that. But I noticed that when I lined up more enemies behind each other, they just got decimated. Alright, so keep that in mind, boy. You're gonna want to need that. Alright, next up, let's see. While your shields are depleted, you gain a bonus gun damage. That's more for mobbing because, you know, they're going to be shooting at you. Your shield's going to go down from time to time. But yeah, this one as well is more for mobbing. Each range or attack grants stacking damage bonus. Gun damage 10% per stack. Melee damage 9% per stack. Yes, it stacks up to 5 times. You can technically use this on a boss, which is honestly is always gonna proc no matter what on a boss. But I tend to use this more for mobbing because I like to stack up the enemies a lot, and when you're mobbing, that stays up there. Best part, I'm gonna save that for last. Alright. While in deception, gun damage, movement, you regenerate health. Can't go wrong with that, right? Two Fang, my all-time favorite skill on this tree. Guys, double shot chance 30%. If you guys have recently seen my what was it, my gunslinger video where I killed Son of Craw in under like 5 minutes, yeah, if I didn't have Two Fang, I was not going to be able to pull off that many shots and kill him that quick, you know? But it also has to do with the other skills that I have here. That was the reason why I killed him quick enough. But yes, Two Fang. Love it. We'll never get rid of it. Favorite skill of all time. Love it. Alright, now, kunai. Every time Zer0 is in deception, you get to throw kunais. You throw up to 5 kunais. Well, no, not up to 5 kunais. You can throw kunais 5 times. But, for those who don't know, every set of kunai that Zer0 throws is around 10 to 12. I believe it's 12. 12 sets. Alright? 12 knives per set. Sorry, words. Fuck. But yeah. So, 12 knives per set, you got 5 sets. So if you take that 12 times 5, you get 60, right? 60 knives that you're throwing out. Now, if you take that into consideration with death mark, my lovely people, look at this. Melee attacks mark the target for death for a short duration. Now, previously when Borderlands 2 came out, this technically did not say mark targets 80%. It said mark targets 20%. And reason why I said that, because when they first showed Zer0 skills when Borderlands 2 came out, you were able to stack death mark up to 80%. And people were abusing that. Now, what Gearbox did is they released a patch and it came out to only 80% when you land a melee, but you cannot stack it. It'll stay at 80%. Now, when it comes down to it, if you take before I even explain, let me say this is the second one that they broke when it came to Zer0 skills. Why, I have no idea, but Lilith DLC, shit you not everybody, broke a bunch of Vault Hunters skills. You can use this to your advantage now if you struggle to get raid bosses, regular bosses done with on your own. Take advantage, because they're not gonna come back and release a patch for Borderlands 2. As you know, Wonderlands is about to come out in about, what, 2.5 months? They're working hard to push that out. They're working hard to keep BL3 updated. They're not gonna go back to an old gen game to, you know, patch something that's, to them, a whatever type. But yeah, take advantage. Deathmark, it broke. You can stack it. Yes, I said you can stack it. Since you throw 5 sets, you can stack it up to 400% additional damage for marked targets. Now, let me explain something to y'all when it comes down to that. Yes, you can stack it now. Kunai, it counts as melee. You don't have to actually go up to them, pop, hit them with the melee, hit them with that one punch, You can be far back, toss your kunais, boom, you're stacking death mark. Now, like I said before, each set of kunais have 12 knives. If you times that by 5, you get 60. Now, each knife counts as a death mark. Reason why I say this is because let's say you got an enemy that's in front of you. You go through one set of kunai and he jukes your ass out. You move to the left or right? And you only land half of those. You'll get half of those as one death mark. So you'll have 6 stacks of death mark on it. Well, and 6 stacks of death mark. I don't know math either, but yeah, you'll stack death marks. Yeah. But so 12. If you take 12 and times it by 400, my people, I am telling you, 4,800 additional damage when it comes down to it. That's just nutty to me, to be honest. And as you saw from my recent video, the sneak peek, I one-shotted the crap out of Hyperius, taking advantage of this, and this. Come on now. I'm gonna be showing you a little bit of gameplay. I have some clips of me doing gameplay and all that, so we're gonna get into that. But yes, let's continue on. Now, the rest of it, Red Tree, Bloodshed, this is centered more towards, up close and personal type melee. Is not centered towards this type of melee that I'm trying to show you guys. This type of melee can be utilized with guns. It doesn't always have to be utilized with actual melee parts on your weapon. Now, maximum health, you're gonna want that. Kill skill, Grim, you're gonna want that, because if you're gonna be doing this and you're gonna be mobbing, you're gonna want to have your shield up. Let's say you have a B shield to do extra damage, you're gonna want to have your shield up. This will quickly regenerate your shield for every kill, so you can actually tank with Zer0. Yes, I said that right, tank with Zer0. A lot of people say he's squishy. It's because you just gotta use him properly. You gotta know how to use his skills to your advantage. And there we go, tanky Zer0. This, killing an enemy increases movement speed, melee damage, and gun damage. As you can see, gun damage, we're gonna utilize that. Movement speed, even better. Melee damage, hey, I'll take it, I ain't complaining. But yes, as you can see, meant more for mobbing. This, melee override, launches you towards the enemy when you're in deception. You can use this if you want as well, but I just had one extra point and I didn't know where else to put it, so I just threw this shit here. You already know. And like always, fellas, ladies, gents, vaults, beautiful people, no badass rank. Badass rank will forever be off in this build. So you can see the raw damage with his skills. Alright, well, that's the explanation of Project Alpha, Melee, whatever, Zer0. You can do whatever you want with this. You can go ahead and do the critical damages. You can go ahead and utilize this right here that I taught you about, the cunning tree, the death mark and kunai, and then swap this out for bloodshed if you want to go melee build. This right here, this little option, yes, you'll be able to take these right here, you'll be able to fill some of these up, and then you'll also be able to fill this up to where you can actually use this as well. I don't think you'll be able to go down here because you can see, you know, I'm not close to being down here. I still have like 10 to go. But here, you know, you'll have 5 to go. But yeah, so there's my build. There is the badass rank off, as you can see. Yes, I prestige 98 times. Let me just, you know, flex a little bit. But yeah, guys, yeah, hope you enjoy, and let's get into the gameplay.